Hello, everyone. It's your favorite nurse, Nurse Amy, back on your screen. Thank you for tuning in. And we're in for another very informative and educative episode on Glam Care Academy. So I was talking to one of my clients, and she had a question for me. And her question was, why is it essential to drink water? Now, there's so many reasons why when you're in this journey, body contouring, non-invasive treatments and what have you, where you're essentially trying to get rid of junk and toxins and all those harmful things in your body. Why do you need water? So there's so many reasons, but I'm just going to pick some very vital points that people don't usually talk about. So, in the body, when you get rid of junk, you remember we talked about the lymphatic system in your body being like the sewer system, right? So all the junk goes in there, everything you don't need, that's the route or the route they will take to being flushed out of the body. So when you have, say for instance, let me just pick one of my treatments. Sorry for that noise. It's people driving big energy type vehicle. So when you, let's talk about laser lipo. So you come into a non-invasive treatment type place, like a health and wellness spa, and you want to get rid of some fat deposits, and we put a laser lipo pad on you. So essentially what it does, it uses laser rays to melt some fat. Okay, now when that fat is melted, what it does is it needs to be transported out of the lymphatic system, because again, your lymphatic system is a carrier of that fat. Okay, those melted fat. Now remember, in the lymphatic system you have all kinds of things in it, so we've already established that. So some of the fat deposits that you got rid of gets into the lymphatic system, and it drains all the way through to your liver, and from there also it passes on to the kidneys. So one thing we don't want to do is belabor your liver. People need to understand this. If you don't have enough liquid to flush your lymphatic system, essentially what the fat is going to do is just going to, like many other things, like your toxins, your byproducts, your bacteria, and even all the fats that are in your lymphatic system are just going to lay around and lag around and just get fatter and fatter and fatter, and eventually starts to clog the system. People don't usually talk about the lymphatic system also getting clogged, meaning in heart health, we talk about the blood vessels, the capillaries and what have you, getting clogged up by fat, right? And you can look up this word. There is arteriosclerosis. We also have atherosclerosis. They all have to do with, the first one has to do with the hardening of the blood vessels, and then atherosclerosis has to do with the plaque, that means the deposit of fat on those blood vessels. The same thing happens with the liver vessels. The liver also has this little blood vessels, right, where those channels for the lymph to flow through. So when you don't flush, meaning when you don't have water enough in your system, essentially it just slows down that motorway, if you will, and things just start to harden, fat deposit starts to build up. So you find when you are on this journey, you've got to drink water. It's interesting. The reason why I paused is a lot of people talk about, if you're trying to lose weight, try and drink a lot of water. There's a reason for that. And that's what I'm going to talk on now. The other thing about water. there are different types of fat cells. Without going into so much scientific jargon or medical jargon, there are some fats that need water to for them to shed their coating, right? So when you come for a consultation with me, I essentially don't know what you have. So it's important to me that I tell you, go ahead and drink water, because even as we're doing treatments on you, some of the fats that you have, and it could be that you have more of the fat that needs water to burst. So if you're one of those types, then it behooves you, it's very essential for you to drink water, so that helps the fat that is inside of you to burst, right? So those are some of the big things, the two big things I just want to touch on, and there'll be more. I'll come back and talk about more as, we're doing a lot of this series, the benefits of body contouring and non-invasive treatments on how to live healthy and lose weight. Now, a lot of people think when you lose weight, you get healthy. Actually pursue the health, and you will find that you will start to shed things that you don't need. You need to have a good lifestyle, have good practices. This inadvertently will lead you in the right path of losing weight. So two big things, okay? You want to be able to flush out. You want to have enough water for those motorways, for them to glide, to move through. That's important, okay? We do not want to belabor your liver. Remember, whatever you melt goes to the liver, right? It goes there, because the liver is the second brain. It breaks down everything. And so, that's my husband that just texted me. So, and then the second thing is there are two major types of fat cells. Some, even when you manipulate them, yes, they go into the channel they're supposed to. Others, they do, but they need water for them to melt, or for them to become smaller. They take in a lot of water and then they burst. Okay, so hopefully that answers some of your questions. Well, it's important. You must drink water. Water helps you flush out debris, okay? And then some cells need it to be eradicated. Okay, so until I come your way again, please keep asking your questions, and hopefully I keep answering them for you. And until I come your way again, make sure you paid forward. Remember, I tell you guys, it does come back. And be nice, be kind, and keep warm.